Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with the second part of your video, Capricorn. So, the first part of your video was about fake congratulations. So, it looked like there were possibly some people that you were working with in the past. And that's like how you were creating something. It could have been some people that you were working with in the past that are trying to return back into your life. It could have been two or more people. It could have been a whole group of people that you were working with, and whatever you were trying to create. Somebody could be connected to music, could be connected to whatever, some kind of artistry that you were trying to create. And it could have been some people that were really trying to use some kind of dark magic to put you under some kind of a spell and really just trying to ruin you, right? And some energies are trying to resurface. It may not be all of them, but it could be some energies that are trying to resurface. Whether you were trying to create a book, trying to create music, trying to create something. There's so many different forms of dark magic. It could have been sometimes people, like even when you listen to certain songs and you find yourself singing lyrics to certain songs, you like, wait a minute. You start hearing yourself listening to certain songs. You don't even know what the lyrics mean. You just think you just going by the beat and listen to just saying lyrics and don't even know what you're saying, right? But source is saying to you, some of those energies may try to resurface and now want to extend olive branches because things are going well for you and they're realizing that a spell has been broken, right? And so love trumped all of that spell work, that hatred and that whatever, and you're in much better spirits and you're just on a different path, a different journey. But there was definitely some energies involved in some kind of dark magic trying to put you under some kind of spell. But that's over now. You're not going backwards to any of that. You got loved ones around you that's really helping you to stay focused, right? And let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. It does make all the difference in the world, when you focus on self love. So it's so many different forms of things that people use. They use um, people to engage in like sexual partners with you to put you in some kind of spell work to keep you distracted. They put different types of uh, if you're since you just your earth sign, you do the physical existence of things. They could put whatever your physical type is to distract you. If it's money to distract you, they'll put that in front of you. If it's a promise of something, they'll put that in front of you, like promise that your book will be published, or promise that your music will come out, or promise that your screenplay is going to come out, or promise that something is going to be done with a promise of something else behind that. It's never enough that you can do, but it's always something with the promise that something is going to happen, but it's always something being pushed back. You're never doing enough. So you're working a form of spell work, like I said. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So you always feel like you're never good enough. If you don't do it exactly this way, then it's not successful, right? So as we learned in the first part of your reading, and so now you're learning that there's other ways that you can do things to be successful. I guess water is fluid, and so you just needed to remember water is shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. So when you got away from certain types of energies and you had that freedom to create the way that you needed to create, you started to see how successful you can be when you were not around certain types of energies. And so just keep up that same momentum. Let's go. All right, let's go. First card out of the deck, Ace of Wands. Third eye wide open. Here we also have the Five of Wands. Yeah, like I said, you back in the saddle again. There's some energies that want to reconnect. The answer is no. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Here we also have the Five of Wands. Like I said, Pluto is retrograde right now, so Pluto is that planet of obsession. There's some energies that are obsessed now that are trying to reach out to you. Talking to you wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart. Here we also have the Seven of Wands here. They are obsessed, right? Here we also have the Ten of Wands, but it is not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility at all to reconnect. Get as far away from them as fast as you can. Just don't even, like I said, the answer is no. Six, yeah, it's a bait and switch. It's just a bait and switch. It's two energies in particular. Like I said, trying to get in contact with you, as you saw in the previous video. The energies, basically, like I said, is their way or the highway. And so when people are just that obsessed with reaching out to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, they kind of rule with an iron fist. It's like, they're stern, inflexible. Like I said, it's their way or the highway. And the goal for them is to extinguish your flame. It's like I said, well, maybe try to extend a warm gesture at first, but it's with the intention of extinguishing something, like basically, winning something, right? So Source is saying, don't give it any energy whatsoever. Don't give it any air. In order for a fire to even live, you have to give it in some kind of conversation. So when people take phone calls, text messages, emails, even flirt with the idea of reconnecting with something, like I said, to connect, any kind of friction, conversation, anything, click, blocked, whatever. There's no air whatsoever. There's nothing to talk about at all, right? So Source is saying, give it no energy, none whatsoever. There's no energy you're giving to this at all. Like I said, they're at 5 of Wands. You're at 10 of Wands. I see you being booked and busy, not burdened. You're dealing with some energies that, like I said before, they're in their own personal hell. They're burdened and bitter about something from whatever they're, who knows what they're dealing with, who knows. But Source is saying stay as far away from them as possible. But they're in their own personal Hades that has nothing to do with you. Stay away from them. They're in karmic relationships. So karmic ties, just feel like, like they're just like it's a never ending. It's like a never ending Hades. Whatever they're going through, it's just never ending. It's just constant drama, constant chaos and confusion that they're going through. And so they want to reach out to you, to see if they can, warm up to some kind of an idea. Nope, not at all. Nope, not at all. Give it no energy at all whatsoever. And if they can't reach out to you directly, they want to reach out to somebody that's connected to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. The answer is no. So Source is saying, hang in there with yourself. You're trying to dream bigger, and they are delusional. So here's the strength. Tap into your strength. Tap into your strength. In all meekness, like I said, Source already got you covered. Just pray to Source for strength. Just pray to Source for strength. Right? Here's a Justice card. Right? You're dealing with vain and vengeful spirits. That's what you're dealing with. So energies that, like I said, they try to get familiar. They try to get familiar with, anything connecting to you. They try to get familiar with your comings and goings. They try to get familiar with, they're in a wilderness situation. They're in survival mode. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, they're in survival mode. Here's the Lover's card. So, some kind of a partnership in business and or in love, and like I said, they're in a karmic relationship. And so a decision has been made here, like I said, and here we have the 9 of Wands, and you're in the light about some things. You're in the light about some things as it relates to some energies now. 10 of Wands came out twice. And so, like I said, you're in the light about some things. 8 of Wands came out twice. 10 of Wands came out twice. They're in some kind of a karmic bond. Whoever these two types of energies in, they're in some kind of a karmic bond. They're in some kind of a partnership in business or some kind of partnership in love. These two types of energies that like to use spell work, dark magic on people. And the dark magic, because like I said, could be putting people in wilderness situations where people are in survival mode. That could be part of it, like putting people in situations where they're bullied or they working extra hard. They can never, burdening people and giving people all these extra duties and responsibilities and hard work and all this other stuff. You never can finish your job. You just always burdened under some kind of pressure for something. And so, but something is two situations that are complete. Source is saying, some decisions have been made. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Sit yourself right on your throne. You're down to earth and you're quite relatable. Here we have the Ten of Cups here. Source is saying, you know, you're in more aligned relationships. Here we have the Four of Cups. There's some energies that's making everything all about them. Here we have the Queen of Cups here. Right? And so you're a very compassionate person, but you're pouring into yourself, and you have a lot of wishes that's being fulfilled. So while you're sitting around kind of sort of, you know, thinking about, you know, some things, make sure you don't forget to pour into yourself. But yeah, so here's the Devil card here. And so just making sure you all are not changing. You're not on a frequency of fear, doubt, uncertainty, chaos, and confusion in any area of your lives, because that would put you on their frequency. Because like I said, they're operating on that frequency of chaos and confusion, and whatever frequency they're on, you're not on that frequency. I see you as booked and busy and not burdened at all. So whatever is going on in your life, whether it's family, whatever, your personal and professional life, keep it at a high frequency. That's what balance is all about, having a healthy work-life balance. Remember, we're in the first quarter moon phase, so this is about, we have the moon in Libra. This is about, and it's moving into Scorpio. So Scorpio is about releasing toxicities, like really releasing those toxic relationships. So Libra is all about the forging those harmonious, peaceful relationships. So you're getting away from just even the toxic thoughts about things. So toss it into a burning bowl. That's how you're going to cleanse by fire. When you think about certain people, places, and things, they come up, guess what? You got 24 hours in a day. If you measure in time, you're not giving any energy to it whatsoever. 24 hours in a day. When you think about certain people, places, and things, you're increasing your prayer and meditation life. You aren't even making room for it, right? So here's a Death card. Yep, so death to fear, doubt, uncertainty. Something has already ended, right? Something has already ended, but somebody has been through such survival mode and just such trauma. Looking at the cards here, talking about you all, you know, Capricorns. Here we have the Empress card right here, being around energies who have a limited abundance mindset. They're trying to limit your abundance by working you, stressing you out. It's their way or the highway kind of energies. So it's just saying, never again will you have to go through that. Here's a Strength card. Again, came out twice. Yeah, Strength card. You know, coming out twice. So you've had to learn. It's you and somebody. That's why you got the two cards, the double cards. You and somebody had to go through the very similar, like y'all had to go through the same kind of stuff. Let me see. Yeah, you and somebody had to go through the same thing of just like, you know, just that extra responsibility and burden of being around the same type of energies that try to limit your abundance, bullying types of energy. You and somebody had to work through those same type of energies. So somebody apologizes for hurting you. I'm gonna pull the other cards in just a second. Let me pull some other cards here. Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Here we also have the Eight of Wands, the Strength card. Again, we have the King of Pentacles. Again, and we also have the High Priestess. Yeah. Strength card came out again. So somebody was definitely in a lion's den. Right? You know what's interesting about coming out of a lion's den is that everybody in the lion's den was burned except the people the ones that came out unscathed, right? The ones that came, you know the story. The ones that came out unscathed, right? And who was in there with them? Somebody came out, a prayer warrior came out of the lion's den. A prayer where you and somebody in the third energy came out, a prayer warrior, right? So you and somebody came out with a very rich prayer life, very rich prayer life, especially coming away from energies who were masking some kind of pain themselves, right? Wearing a mask, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to keep up a particular kind of lifestyle, looking for other people's acceptance and looking for other people's approval, wearing a mask, all that. The source is saying you're getting away from those types of energies altogether. You're staying away from those types of energies, getting away from them quick, fast, in a hurry. They have a limited mindset, limited abundance mindset. Yeah. So from now on, somebody's definitely going to be increasing their prayer life ahead of time. Like before you do anything, going to business, when you first wake up, somebody's going to be praying, seeking answers inside, not waiting till you in a situation, praying for an exodus to get out of it. You're going to be praying ahead of time from now on. So somebody knows in terms of your work ethic that you're tens across the board, which I've been saying the whole time. I've been saying it the whole entire time, Capricorn. Like, y'all are an incredibly responsible sign. I think sometimes, people have to go through the fire. Like, somebody can keep complimenting you over and over and over again, but sometimes people act like, sometimes you don't hear it until you go through all of this, But High Priestess energy. It's something fired up your High Priestess energy. Something brought your High Priestess energy out of you. Somebody at this point has no choice but to listen to their intuition. Even though you're Earth sign, the Earth sign look at the physical existence of things. Something had to pop that third eye wide open, right? So some decisions have been made. Somebody had to go through the fire to, unfortunately, to just kind of wake up. Yeah, so you'll be putting around some other energies now. But some decisions have been made, but somebody had to come through. Somebody had to come away from, come out of that lion's den. But I can tell you that you don't look like what you've been through. Somebody does not look like what they've been through. And the only reason some energies are apologizing because they have no choice but to apologize. They're too arrogant to apologize, but they have no choice but to apologize at this point. But something is over. Something is over. Two of Wands, so you and somebody will be able to move on from here. You and somebody will be able to move on finally from this. Five of Wands, yeah. Two energies, they were just, like I said, just bait and switching, just Here we have the Six of Wands, so I see, back in the saddle again and moving forward. This is a lot of fire in the cards. And I see you sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts, from some things. But everything is fine. Everything is fine. Somebody just need some time to just kind of sort of process their thoughts. But you're definitely taking your power back. This Magician card, right? Definitely focusing on doing some magic, some mirror work, and taking your power back. High Priestess energy. And just like I said, and just sources making sure to align you with other highly intuitive energies to help you on your journey of, starting to believe in your gifts, like really starting to believe in your gifts so that you don't think you're going crazy, which is what you're going to really need. Here we have Four of Wands here. Just the support of being around people who are helping you with your gifts. Here we have the Four of Wands so that you don't feel like it's your response. You don't have to hold on to that responsibility of being connected to certain types of energies. Here we have the Three of Wands here, so you can take a leap of faith. See this water here, so somebody's getting ready. You have a sea of opportunities that lie ahead for you. Sea of opportunities that lie ahead for you. Here we have the Eight of Wands. Again, I see you getting as far away as fast as you can away from certain energies. Yeah, things are starting to become clearer and clearer and clearer. You got 8 4 times here. Yep. You got 8 4 times here. You got 7 3 times here. So a lot of things are coming out. Just like synchronicities. You got certain letters. I mean, it's coming out. A lot of times. So it's like Source has been trying to get messages through to somebody several times. Here we have the King of Swords here. So, and then Page of Swords. Like, yeah, so your anxiety about something will be going away very, very soon. So again, I'm talking to you wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart. Here we have the Ace of Cups here. So there's definitely some overflow coming across your path here. 10 of Cups here. Overflow of joy. Overflow, you know, of, and it's coming. Here we have 10 of Cups again. So we got 10, 10, 10. So overflow of joy coming across somebody's path. And we have the 8 of Cups, and I do see you moving on from, you know, past disappointments. Just up to a higher frequency. Yeah, and learning how to move it a little bit more strategically from now on. You know, but Page of Wands. Yeah, and just feeling, and just, you know, regaining your strength back. Just feeling like a teenager again, and just staying away, you know, staying focused, moving forward, right? So just continuing to move through a rite of passage. And here we have the King of Cups. And just your Source is making sure just to assign people to you that's just encouraging you to pour into yourselves, you know, more. So here we have the Lovers card again, came out twice, some kind of partnership in business and or in love coming across your path. But yeah, some people apologize for hurting you, but yeah, very immature energy, got a whole lot of stuff started, and but something is over. But you made a positive impact on some people. But some people met their match. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody wants the best for you. But check your request list again. But your ancestors are very proud of you. Healed people just move differently. But it's time to let go and let God. But there are signs all around you. The healer and protector of travelers is with you. Somebody is a succubus energy. Move on in silence and move on in peace. But your well of joy is within you. He apologizes for betraying you. Treat yourself to a spa day. You have the gift of claircognizance, that's psychic knowledge about other people. But your ex was on an assignment. Be patient. The answers you need are coming. Ex love interest, ex friend, ex whoever, business partner, ex somebody. But everything in moderation. You have the gift of deja vu. Yeah. Your inner child is proud of you. But your gifts have been increased. But don't look back. Get locked in and laser focused. Yeah. You have also the gift of telepathy. But first red flag, it's time to pray and meditate. Pray and meditate. Lots of fire in your cards. So it looks like somebody was hiding behind some kind of religion or spirituality. Some more like religion. Like some kind of something somebody was trying to hide behind. Putting somebody like in a wilderness situation, like praying on people, like but coming under the guise of prayer, like praying for people. Like I'm praying for you, you know, this kind of, but putting people in a praying situation. A pray, like as pray, right? Like the movie Pray for the Devil. Y'all know that movie, Pray for the Devil? Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing right here. But yeah, there's some apologies coming down the pike for you. You know, there's some apologies coming your way, and I don't know how much the apologies are going to carry any weight whatsoever. But I say, like in your previous reading, looking at your cards here, there was some energies, like I said before. No matter how hard you work, because somebody was looking at the physical something. I feel like somebody was getting some downloads through their dream. I feel like a high priestess, somebody has very high ranking spiritually, was getting some downloads and was feeling something, like picking up on energy, and was like, okay, they need to swing into action. Because you may not have been you may have been picking up on something that just wasn't moving fast enough. So somebody else had to swing, like I said, swing into action, take some kind of action. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And they weren't playing. So, Yeah. So, but some other stuff is coming. Some other stuff is happening as a result of this. It's some other stuff that's happening, Capricorn. So, like I said, you got a lot of ancestors around you that's continuing to protect and cover you. But this is not the end of something, because some other stuff is happening around something. Like it's still it's something else is still going on. Like something else is still going in your cars. Like I said, I feel like you're inspiring some people to heal, because I feel like you moved on from something, and I feel like you're successful at something. You're creating a life for yourself, or something you're doing. The way that you're doing something is different from the way other people thought that you were supposed to do something a certain structured way. And because you're doing something a different way and you're successful at it, it's actually inspiring other people to say, oh, okay, you can do it a different way. And it's actually like sparking something in other people. But yeah, this is an interesting reading. This is a very interesting reading. But I feel like somebody's a very immature spirit got a whole bunch of mess started. Like they wanted to put somebody in a lion's den, and like put somebody through some kind of a, like, turn up the heat on somebody, like really just do something horrible. Here we have extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, so treat yourself to a spa day. Treat yourself to just kind of, like I said, yeah, just move on in silence and move on in peace. Yeah, first red flag, like I said, pray and meditate. But somebody is going to learn how to start praying ahead of time before you start looking for a job. Praying before you go into romantic relationships, business relationships. Your prayer life is going to be so. You mean, like, seriously? You're going to pray before you turn left or right on a street, for real. You're going to say, which way should I go? It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. It's just like you're gonna, which way should I go? Like, you're going within for answers. It doesn't have to be, some elaborate. You're just basically talking to self. You're going to answers, going in for answers, right? But yeah, yeah, I am intelligent. 25. Yeah, some people were just trying to treat you like, just like I said, trying to turn up the heat, but it was like really drying out your soil, your earth, like keeping you dehydrated, and just always, and just, like hyper mode. Like, I don't know, I'm scared. I don't know am I making the right decision? Am I doing it? Like people didn't even recognize you. So here we have 25. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. Yeah, 25. So 2 and 5 is 7. So this is like a tower moment for somebody, some kind of an awakening. But the tower is falling on some people. You'll see. The tower is not, and there's nothing they can do about it. The tower is falling on some people. There's absolutely nothing they can do about it. So, that's between them and the karma they created for themselves. It has nothing to do with you. You can pray for them if you want to, but because of them coming up against you, and their intention. Remember, when we're talking about harmonious relationships, I feel like these are people that you would have prayed for, but their intention was to prey on you, and there's nothing you can do to stop their karma. So, and it's not, like I said before. Um, so that's what I'm saying for you all, Capricorn. Something is over, but I don't see. I see you coming out of something just feeling like, you just, like I said, you don't look like what you've been through. Somebody don't look like what they've been through, and But it's gonna be some time where you just need to relax. You're gonna need some rest and just kind of sort of just like balance yourself out and learn how to really pour into yourself. That's when you're gonna start seeing things really, really flow to you, like really flow. And you're gonna stop from now on. You're gonna stop being around people who mask their pain like they living above their means, and masking their pain and pretend like they got more going on. Basically to fake it till you make it, keeping up with the Joneses kind of spirits. This gonna be a major turn off for you. Like once you feel like people faking their lifestyle and pretending to be something that they're not, this gonna be such a major turn off. You're gonna be like, oh no, I don't even want to work with them. I don't even be bothered. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. Thank you for joining me again. Keep in mind, like I said, prayer life, prayer and meditation. All the answers that you seek are within you. You don't need to look outside. You got all the answers you need right here inside of you. I will see you all in the next reading. And like I said, if you're on the Patreon side, thank you for joining me here and there. If you want a bonus video, it will be on the membership side and YouTube, and the Patreon side that'll go up by the 13th of July. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.